Hello everyone, thank you for Jeet, Kune, Physiology and more. Today's day 2 of next level athlete training. Okay, so what's one way to get to that next level as an athlete? Number 1, variation of exercise, like I explained yesterday. Okay, number 2, any type of active recovery combined with weight training, active recovery, weight training combined with interval training. Yes, athletes are already working their asses off, at least, the ones who really push themselves and who really want to get better. But the thing is, just not only broaden your horizons, but just thinking of a whole different way to do things, pushing yourself on a whole nother level, okay? So active recovery, a lot of athletes are already doing that. A lot of athletes are already doing interval training. Okay, so there's a lot of things that come into play, but let's change it up a little bit. Change your variation of exercise, change your variation of the way you do things. Muscle confusion. Muscle confusion is probably the single best way to get results, whether it's increasing muscle, muscle function, muscular endurance, muscle tone, strength, power, speed, whatever it may be. Muscle confusion is the single most important key component of your training, is confusing your muscles. Because even if you do, you can actually get away if you do pretty much the same routine 2 to 3 weeks at a time, 4 weeks, whatever it may be. But after that point, it's going to get to the point where your body's going to know what's coming. So it's like, okay, this is what we're doing today. We don't need to grow because we're doing the same thing. So why would we need to grow? How are we going to grow if we're doing the same damn thing all the time? So that is one thing too. So variation of exercise is important. Okay. Also, just varying each individual training session, meaning you don't want to just do a whole bunch of push-ups. You don't want to just do a whole bunch of pull-ups. You don't want to just do a whole bunch of body weight squats and things like that. Okay, you want to, number one thing that Bruce Lee taught, because this is more of a martial arts channel, but it's geared towards everyone. But one thing that Bruce Lee taught is that when you're working to get the best way to increase your oxygen, the capacity to your muscles, or your VO2 max, as well as your muscle tone, function, things like that, is to work your upper and lower body. Because what that does, okay, well, think of it like this. This is the concept that he stated. Okay, if you're working just your upper body, so you're doing just your arms, your shoulders, your back, whatever, but you're working your legs at all, guess where all that blood flow is going to go? All that blood flow is going to go to your upper body. The most of your blood flow, obviously you're still going to have blood flow throughout the rest of your body, but most of your blood flow is going to pool throughout your upper body, and then your lower body is going to be lacking that oxygen, things like that. Well, how about this concept? Okay, say you do a set of bench press, and then you do some curls and tricep extensions, okay, whatever it may be, and then you go right into doing some squats. Even if it's body weight squats, what do you think is going to happen? That blood is going to come up from your body and throughout and everything else, and it's going to flow everywhere. You're going to have more energy in your training sessions. You're going to have more energy overall. You're going to feel more oxygen, therefore more oxygen to your blood, more oxygenated blood. Therefore, you're also going to get more oxygen to your muscles, because the more oxygen you have in your blood, the more oxygen you have available to actually put into each individual muscle fiber that you are working. So think of this concept when doing your training. So, I'm not saying that it's never okay to do just upper body. But here's the thing, even if you do an intense upper body training session, do just a little bit of lower body, even at the end, to get that blood flow going, okay? So, obviously example would be, you start off, you're doing some push-ups, and of course for athletes, you're definitely going to want to do more, more than just your standard push-up, okay? So let's say you're just knocking it out, you're doing some clap push-ups, whatever it may be, okay? And then you want to do some pull-ups, okay? All right, I want to do some pull-ups here. I moved my pull-up bar, so wasn't sure if I'd be able to, and then you do some pull-ups, and you do some, okay, you do a few of those, you do a few of these here, okay, and then you switch it, whatever it may be, all right? And then you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go back and do my push-ups, or whatever it may be. No, instead of that, maybe do something like this. That's better angle here, okay. Instead of that, maybe do something like this, okay? Even if you want to work upper and lower body, this is obviously especially for martial artists, but any athlete can benefit from this, okay? Do some squats, okay? However it may be, you want to start off, if you want to start off slow, okay, you want to start off fast because you want to get more speed in your legs, okay? Throw some punches in there. Or, guess what else you can do? Grab a kettlebell or dumbbell or anything, boom, 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 okay, you're getting a little more strength in your legs. There you go. Guess what? You just created more oxygen into your blood, more oxygen throughout your body to make for a much better and pushing yourself great training session. So let's get out there, stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch, kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there. Let's do something. Let's go.